Out of curiosity, how likely are you to choose to eat somewhere with terrible reviews? Not very likely. That's what I thought. In today's world, it is so easy to judge a book by its cover when it comes to restaurant reviews. So if you are someone in the restaurant business, you can see why it's so essential to receive positive feedback from customers that you can attract so that you can attract more customers. Here at Collective Cuisine, we want to provide you with the recipe for success. Sadly, we live in a society where it is much more likely to leave a negative review than a positive review. More times than not, if a customer's experience is negative, the internet will know. But if the experience is positive, only some of their friends will know. So how do we make the experience so positive it's worth sharing? Here at Collective Cuisine, we have spent over a decade partnering with fine dining establishments to evaluate and refine their brand. We pride ourselves on our mission statements to equip restaurants with the right tools and ingredients to craft a one-of-a-kind experience for their patrons. Our goal is to provide excellent service and to take fine dining to the next level for your company and make your restaurant positively post-worthy. What Collective Cuisine offers is beneficial to anyone in the restaurant business. By enhancing your company to be better than before and ensure positive reviews, positive experiences, while being completely personally angled to your business. Now to introduce myself. My name is Kaylee Densmore and I am the marketing manager here at Collective Cuisine. My experience in the restaurant business has taken companies from being not busy to now being difficult to get a reservation. By improving the marketing and overall performance of each company I represent, my goal is to give customers a reason to come back and to make new ones want to wait to get in line. With my experience and knowledge, your restaurant can be just as successful as everyone's favorite go-to spot. Your restaurant will benefit from the inside out. Financial benefits will speak for themselves as your improvements are made. From the kitchen to the front of the house, your company will benefit and exceed your expectations. By providing you with a recipe for success, you will have a perfect plan customized just for you. I recently reviewed the restaurant, The Garden Room in Atlanta, Georgia. This is a fine dining restaurant that includes a dress code for their guests. The Garden Room serves a little bit of everything with small plate menu options, items including brunch, seafood, pork, chicken, and even beef plates, with a full creative bar menu as well. They are well known for their beautiful garden-like aesthetic and just as aesthetically pleasing food. The Garden Room was described as one of the most Instagrammable restaurants in the Atlanta area by Atlanta Eats. A restaurant that has the same pretty garden aesthetic is the Select, located in Atlanta, Georgia. While it is not exactly like the Garden Room, it does have a picture-perfect aesthetic that people dine there for. It is not quite as extravagant as the Garden Room, and the Select is more family-friendly by including a kids menu and a more broad menu selection. Another restaurant that is similar to the Garden Room is the Gypsy Kitchen in Atlanta, Georgia. It has a very comparable creative cocktail menu to the Garden Room and was also described as one of the most Instagrammable restaurants in the Atlanta area by Atlanta Eats. It does not have as broad of a menu as the Garden Room, though. While reviewing the Garden Room, that you can definitely see some strengths and some weaknesses that they have. It was more easy to find some strengths, and there was multiple 5-star reviews, one being from Shelby G in Indianapolis, Indiana, who gave the Garden Room 5 stars. In summary, she basically said that this was one of the most magical places in Atlanta. She complimented the food, the drinks, the service, and how it was an altogether must-see. Another person who gave a positive review was Brenda J. from Duluth, Georgia. She gave it a 5 stars, and she said, "I cannot say enough about the intentionally invested in the decor. Absolutely stunning," which is what most of the reviews talk about, is how beautiful it is inside. Some weaknesses that they experience are that people think that the food isn't worth the money. It's not a big plate menu, and there was a little bit of some serving errors, stuff like that, and definitely some room to improve. Lauren G. from Sandy Springs gave the Garden Room a 3 stars, which isn't terrible. To me, this is more of a social experience than a dining experience, so that's definitely something that occurred a lot in the more negative reviews. Another person who also said that was Ashley D. from Richmond, Virginia. She gave the Garden Room a 3 stars as well, that said that when you were spending that much money on brunch, I expect a strong server. We had to ask for napkins for our appetizer. So just some little things that can be worked on as well. I definitely think that these reviews are important because they speak a lot about the Garden Room. One is the different locations people are reviewing from, which it means it's worth traveling to. So lots of different states that we got to see there. Two, that there are very many positive reviews, so that's always good, followed by a not as positive review that was still getting like a 3-star. These always leave us for improvement, and looking at competitors we may face, what their reviews look like are very similar. Taking these strengths and weaknesses, and now that we do have a good indication of some strengths and weaknesses, let's talk about recommendations, opportunities, and threats that we may face. So opportunities that we're left with after these reviews, we are given the opportunity, because of all of the positive out-of-state reviews, we are presented with the opportunity to market for a broad audience of customers who may be traveling and need restaurant recommendations. We also can take the negative reviews we have and have the opportunity to correct some things that people found unpleasant, such as the serving situations, the napkins at the table, just little correcting things like that. We also are given the opportunity to use these positive reviews to market people's positive experiences, so we can definitely post about how so many of our reviews are 5-star reviews and things like that. Now, speaking about the threats that we may face. I think the biggest threat we face in reviews indicating that the price does not match up with the quality of the food, so correcting those things. Another threat is people reviewing it as more of an experience than a restaurant. We definitely don't want that. And lastly, the threat is that the competitors have more of a broad menu selection. So definitely like maybe looking at more like kids menus or more, vegan options, whatever, that kind of thing. We also will be having a giveaway for communicating with us, and it will be a Yeti thermal cup with our company logo on it, and it is located on our website as well. In conclusion, it is so important to manage your restaurant and look for areas of improvement to be the most successful in the competitive restaurant field that you can be. Reminding you for the opportunity of improvements by using the treats you are faced with, we can take these things and improve the garden room in hopes to have the most successful Atlanta restaurant, while keeping your core values and incorporating ours at Collective Cuisine. Our goals are to exceed your goals and to create the perfect recipe for success for the gardener. I have thoroughly enjoyed the opportunity to assess your business and to have the opportunity to help your company manage your review and provide recommendations to assist in the improvement or maintenance of the restaurant's image, communication, and customer service. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time at my number located below and our email located below as well. Thank you again for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you again. Please feel free to reach out to me anytime. Thank you.